Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOTsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags over Texas, and it's time for a jam-packed day here at the park. It is Fright Fest 2021, so we're going to do this how we did in past years, where there's going to be one video where we show you all the daytime activities, kind of what things look like during the day, and just give you kind of a wayfinding during the day. And then of course we will have a second video later on that's a little bit more terrifying with all of the nighttime stuff, and we'll show off the scare zones, the nighttime decor, shows. We'll do some haunted house reviews, things like that in that video. We're also here for the Lone Star Coaster-thon event that the park puts on for the American coaster enthusiasts. So we'll have ERT on all of the rides, or I should say all of the roller coasters, and it's just going to be a really fun time. So we'll also give you a look at that. Let's head into the park. And you can see up here at the front, this carousel is back in full effect. Spooky carousel rides. They also have this QR code for specialty food and drink, but when you scan it, it doesn't do anything. So it's a really big sign for it to do nothing. But nice thing about showing y'all stuff during the day is you can kind of gauge how spooky things are during the day. Even though you don't have monsters, you do still have all of the decor out here. I think we're gonna go grab some breakfast. Over here at the Mexico gazebo, you've got this cool little Dia de los Muertos deal, which is really fun. And just like we showed before, there's cobwebs everywhere, but here in the Mexico section, this cool little Dia de los Muertos type of skull here. And then, of course, all of our skull friends who were here last time are still here, hanging out, ready for Fright Fest and spookiness. We do have ERT on La Vibora and Conquistador too, so I think we're gonna have to at least go ride bobsled here in a minute. We made our way down into Old South, and just kind of like we speculated last time, the old antique photo emporium will be the new Six Flags Diamond member lounge. You can see new lounge coming soon. So looks like they've already got all of the signage and everything up, so we might have to check that out later and see what kind of progress is happening on the inside. This is going to be a nice little setup when it's all said and done. Alright y'all, we're going to take advantage of the ERT. You can see we got some spooky guys here in Spain, but I think it's time for some bobsled goodness. We gotta ride La Vibora. I don't even remember the last time I was on this, so it's been years. In case y'all are wondering, yes, it still beats up your booty really bad. But it's also very unique, and if you haven't ridden it, you need to ride it, because you never know how long these guys are going to be around. We got another one coming right now. Here it comes around the last turn. Oh yeah, boing boing boing. It's like a pinball. Alright everyone, next up on our ERT is going to be Runaway Mountain, which is going to probably have a Yeti in it. So let's go through the queue line so that we can ride the mountain of the Runaway. I don't know if he's gonna pop up again this soon, but the alligator just popped out. Oh my goodness. You gotta be careful walking through this queue line. Something might get you, including these alligators. Here is the station to New Texas Giant, and one thing to point out is some of these rides have Halloween overlays. So back here on New Texas Giant is the clown overlay. We'll have to go up there and kind of show you more of what that entails. So as y'all can see, basically there's just clowns up here. There's a creepy clown face right there. There's some more clown stuff over there. And then there's a clown guy over there. Oh my goodness. If you don't like clowns, just keep that in mind if you want to ride New Texas Giant, because they're here. Oh my goodness. It was so intense. Here they come. Lots of fun, just like always. the cool things they do during Fright Fest now is a Halloween overlay on Casa Magnetica. You can see some of the special decorations they have in there. This is a Dia de los Muertos overlay. So if you enjoy Casa Magnetica during the regular time of the year, definitely come check it out during Halloween.
We are celebrating Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. To do this, to celebrate this holiday, we put out lots of flowers, lots of food, tell stories, and sing songs of our past loved ones who have, just to keep them alive in our hearts, just to remember them all year long. It takes a lot of preparation getting ready for this holiday. There's a lot of food to make. So let's go find out in our house through the woods what they've got ready for us. It's getting close to time.
I didn't know they had one that rule.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's over here?
In this place, it's a little bit weird. Make sure as you come up, you're holding on to that railing so nobody falls. Hi!
Hello.
Welcome to Casa Magnetica. We're up and down is up. Make sure as you're going through, you hold on to that railing. You don't want anybody to fall.
Very pretty.
There was a wood trough and it looked like the water was running through.
You ready to defy gravity? Oh my goodness.
¿Ano muerto? ¿No muerto con el muerto? No? Ay, ay, ay. Everything's upside down today. We're working on this cake all day long, trying to make it think, hey, stink. It's orange now. I need to get up ready for tonight for the celebration of Dia de los Muertos. It's not ready yet.
Is everything okay in here?
No, keep working on this cake for tonight.
Does it at least taste good?
Yes, it's delicious.
Ooh, that's gonna be good later. We all come on into the next room. And going starts rolling up the hill, around the corner, over the door, and all the way out into the palm of my hand. Now, does anyone want to take a guess at what we call this device that rolls the fruit uphill? Fruit roll up.
Rube Goldberg.
Fruit Goldberg. Oh, yeah, we call it the fruit roll up here. Now you there, sir. Do you like oranges?
That's pretty good.
Alright. Do you really want it though?
Yeah, give it to me. Alright, one more time, I'm sorry.
He doesn't want to come to you.
Look at the skeleton!
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm not like, I used to have a deal in that well.
So one of the things we want to do is show you kind of the haunted house entrances during the day, so it's a little easier to wayfind. So you leave Casa Magnetica over there, swing around this way towards Rodeo, and your first haunted house, which is Picky's Bloodshed, is right here on the old Jersey Lily facade here. So this will be your entrance. And as soon as you walk past Rodeo, you run into Fear Forest, which is one of the 3 scare zones here. So you can see during the day, these are pretty tame, and we did kind of show this to you before. So obviously during the day, you don't have any monsters out here. You just kind of have the decor. So you can see there's some stuff up on the stage. You got some stuff over at the old entrance of Gold River Adventure. And then there's that really weird arm looking thing that we showed you last time over here. And you've got kind of some kind of spooky monsters along that way, but nothing too crazy. And then you've got some over here as well. And that pretty much closes out this scare zone. It's nothing too crazy, but at night, you know, keep in mind there are some monsters in here. So let's keep on heading this way. So right across from what will soon be Pirates of Spelunker Cave, you have the Pirate Oasis bar, which is a pirate themed bar during Fright Fest. And then this whole area where the Tiki Oasis stage used to be is where Dead Man's Wharf is, which is another daytime activity. So the park is not quite open yet, so the pirates aren't out, but during the day you can come hang out with some pirates out here, and you can see they've got all kinds of really fun little things to look at out here. And I hear there might be some candy out here too, so we're gonna have to check that out. But I love the props out here. They're really, really cool. And it's fun because it's right across from the ride that will be pirate themed soon. So, wow, these pieces are really cool. Look at this thing. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back over here when there's actual pirates. And the next stop on our ERT is Shockwave, which is probably my second favorite roller coaster out here, behind New Texas Giant. I want to know in the comments below, what is your favorite roller coaster here at Six Flags Over Texas? It's always curious. Everyone has wide variety, I think, because this park has so many, you know, crazy, intense things. So as you come into the tower section and you come over to Texas Arena, here's the second haunted house entrance, which is the Curse of Ra, and that's on this side, kind of over on the Shockwave side of Texas Arena. Oil Derrick side, I guess I should say. And then of course there's another haunted house down here, so we'll go check that out as well. And then right here on the other side of Texas Arena, right next to Cattle Lake Barge and Superman Tower of Power, you have the entrance to the Art of Torture, which, if you saw where Dead Man's Wharf was, basically that haunted house has now moved into Texas Arena. So you can access Art of Torture by going this way. Right over here, also next to Cattle Lake Barge on the other side of the pathway, is the Voodoo Swamp Scare Zone. So you can pretty much see there's really nothing going on in here during the day. I am curious though, there are some like little cannon things here in the water that are covered up. Those might be fire cannons, so we might have some fire in here now. But otherwise, this is all pretty tame. There's nothing really going on in here. They did put up some more of these facades, but otherwise, perfectly safe to walk through during the day. You're not really going to see any props that are questionable, and of course, you're not going to have any monsters, so nothing to really see here.
Hey, that was spooktacular! Thank you! Speaking of spooktacular, Gladys is the most powerful witch in all of Six Flags, so beware. You never know when she might put a spell on you.
Thank you, Angela, for that marvelous introduction. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. On you, and it was strong, so strong, so strong, so strong. Your kids and lives have all been cursed because of all the witches working. And the worst I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. It's Kama Koriyama, hey, hey, I say bye, 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 bye. Everybody dies, work, and run. Hey, 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 work it all the time. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake your body life. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake it all the time.
Alright y'all, the clips you just saw were of the show Monster Shop, which is playing over at Courthouse Stage in the Texas section. We're actually going to swing around back into Old South and France so that we can show you more of the Fright Fest offerings. Like there's a scare zone, there's also a cool little kiddie area over there as well. So here in a little bit we will come back to Southern Palace to check out Love at First Fright. But across the pathway is now where Looney Tunes Spooky Town is. So you can see, you can get a photo here with Marvin the Martian, and of course they have various characters out here. And this is just like a fun little deal. You can also see Bugs Bunny back there hanging out in his Pharaoh costume. And I thought that there was supposed to be candy, but maybe not. Yeah, I see you, Bugs. I see you. So one interesting thing we learned during our lunch with the Lone Star Coaster-thon event is that they are going to be installing 2 Auntie Anne's pretzel stands out here. So maybe this is a viable option here, Uncle Bubs, but we'll see. There's going to be 2 of them, and they should be open before the year is over. So as you walk into the France area, this is your other scare zone, which is the Freaktown scare zone. Has moved over here for this year. So they've taken advantage of these booths that they already have, and you can see there are some kind of spooky characters during the day, but like we've said several times, nothing's going to pop out at you, but you do kind of have these images in here, and it's kind of, they did a really good job with this. Like there's a lot of props and stuff, it looks good. But great use of the this area for sure, because you know this is usually kind of just a dead area. So, and of course you see during the day people are also taking advantage of kind of the photo op stuff. So you can kind of see, and then of course later tonight there will be monsters. We made our way over into the Gotham City section so y'all could see some of the daytime looks of this Fright Fest stuff. And over here in Majestic Theater is where you will have Killer Theater. Now, unfortunately, this is not going to be open until September 24th. So this sign before did say September 18th, so don't hold them to that, because who knows what's going on with the pandemic and everything. There's all kinds of delays on pieces and other things that they probably need to get this open, but hopefully soon Majestic Theater will be Killer Theater. And of course we'll give you a quick look at Aquaman Power Wave construction. You kind of see that they've definitely started clearing out more stuff back there, and on the other side of that steel kind of metal building where Daffy Duck Bucket Blasters was, it's actually gone. They've completely taken out Daffy Duck Bucket Blasters. I know you can't see it from here, but it is kind of hidden back there. So just a little FYI, if you do go into Bugs Bunny Boomtown and you go around the back way, you won't actually be able to access that area. And as you wind around back by Joker, you run into your last two haunted houses, which is the Lab 6 Classified and the Do Drop In. So you can see here, this is your entrance to Lab 6 Classified. It looks like you probably go through the fence there and then back. And then the Do Drop In entrance is way down that way. We'll get over there in a second. And then right here next to the entrance to Harley Quinn Spinsanity, you have the Do Drop In, which is one of the other I guess our sixth haunted house that we showed you. So this is the sixth and final. So your new ones were Killer Theater, Do Drop In, and Lab 6 Classified. Then we had the three returning. So make sure to check out our nighttime Fright Fest video where we will do reviews of this stuff. Alright everyone, that does it for our daytime Fright Fest 2021 video from Six Flags Over Texas. As you can see, pretty harmless to walk around the park, and there's plenty to do, especially for little kids and families. So one thing that we didn't really show you a lot of was the show offerings, but we will show you those in the nighttime video. So if you want to come see shows, all of the shows that they have, with the exception of the show that starts later on in October, they do play during the day. So you do have access to those, which is Love at First Fright. You have Hell's Bells, you have the Mariachis, you have the Jazz Band, and then of course you have the Monster Shop show that we showed you in this video. If y'all have any questions about Fright Fest or Six Flags Over Texas in general, please ask in the comments below. Please make sure to check out our Fright Fest 2021 guide. We have show times, we have all of the other stuff on there, haunted houses and scare zones, all that information is on there. So that link is also down in the description, so make sure to check that out. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.